Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guy here. I can just let you guys know this is going to be very interesting. I see a lot of myself in him, and you would think that was a smooth thing, but it was not. And I believe spiritually that things happen for a reason. And in running a semi-professional team, Metro Lions, as you can see here, he was one of my players. And what you're gonna discover is that we have a lot that he didn't know and I didn't know, and we had a path before. After the little interruption, I mean, it's Courtney Dennis, so we must have a little interesting
A little one
situation,
two.
right? But as I said, I get to meet Courtney, and Courtney always showed leadership, but for me, is I was hoping it go in my direction. So, but I knew he had the leadership. So, Courtney, in me meeting you the first time and finding out when we did the preamp to this that you played for so many teams, so can you, for the public consumption and for those who might not know, give us your background on all those teams you mentioned?
Well, to begin with, I kind of started my youth soccer at Spartans originally. Then from Spartans, I got an opportunity to play for North York Cosmos. Once I finished playing North York Cosmos till about 13, 14, I was given the opportunity to play for a team called North York Hearts, which is taking over from the Cosmos. And then after that, just as I was about to enter high school, I was given the opportunity, which is my first semi-pro contract with the North York Astros with Bruno. He gave me an opportunity. I made use of that opportunity. The following year, Durham Flames had just gotten a team. They'd asked me to come play for them. But I originally, after that, I went to Glen Shields and played for Glen Shields for Dave Benning for a little bit. And after I left Dave Benning, I left Dave Benning and I went to Toronto Supra with Isaac and a couple other very good players over there, Johnny Anisi, Mike DeLuca, Martino, a lot of good players over there. And then that's when I ran into you as my
Okay.
new head coach at Toronto Metro Lions.
Where did Joe Public did you played in the Trinidad and Tobago Pro League? Is that what you're saying?
I played for Toronto Romania in Toronto for a season, and that's how I ended up getting my opportunity in Romania, which I'll get back to you about. But I played in a tournament which was an Africans All Nations tournament, which is held at Centennial Stadium in Etobicoke, and there was, for some reason, there was a man in the stands, which was a person that was used to work with my older sister at Royal Bank. So once that person was in the stands, apparently Jack Warner was with him, or this person knew Jack Warner, but was in the stadium with Jack Warner while this tournament was going on. And I was myself and another player on my team. We were the only, sorry, bad token black players playing for Toronto Romania, which is an all Romanian team.
You
So I went actually kind of looked up and I kind of asked a couple people. I even asked our friend Carlos, because I'm
okay.
saying Carlos is my boy and he can tell me more about him. So then he told me more about him, and then I got the contact from the person, my sister's friend, and I ended up contacting Jack Warner in Trinidad. Now he told me that he's seen me play, whatever the case may be. He's invited me down for a tryout with Joe Public, and if I like this squad and if I'm good enough, you know what I mean, he'd be willing
Yeah.
to offer me a contract. So I all thought it was a bluff. Like I thought it was a joke, a bluff. I was just like, this can't happen. Because look, I've been in Canada how long? Trying to get a contract, trying to get a way out. No coaches trying to help me out. I've been trying to do this all by myself every single time. And now I get a blight. So I said, okay. And I jumped on it. And I ended up going to Trinidad, but I had brought four of my brethren with me, which was Peters, Gregory Drakes, Gary Elaine, and Dwight Loblack, which is other Caribbean, West Indian kids in Canada, born Canadians in Canada that played in different leagues that weren't given the opportunities like myself.
Question: what was the purpose of taking your brethren? if the invitation was for you?
Honest to God truth, that is my young immaturity, not having someone to direct me. And
The friendship, he likes the camaraderie, he likes the team concept, but what he needed was to do is to break it down. And maybe at that stage when I met him also, he wasn't really breaking it down. But I also saw some good features and asset in him.
I mean, like a lot of guys took some of the players on that team and figured that they had no discipline. You know what I mean? They can't be coached. It was nothing like that. It was absolutely nothing like that. Our love for the game made it look like we were undisciplined. Some of us were undisciplined. Some of us weren't willing to be coached. As you figured that out after, it wasn't nothing like that. It was our love and our desire for the game.
You, after such a career, the last time I saw you were in the Thompson League. Now, before we do the Thompson League, though, did you play in any of the other community leagues before the Thompson League? Because normally in the community, when guys travel like you try the pro, whatever, you end up with a family, you tend to relax on your career now and you're pushing your son, as it seemed like with you. So, did you play in any Flemingdale, Malvern, or any one of these leagues?
To tell you honest God truth, I didn't start playing in the Caribbean Black Leagues until I was over 35. I tell you honest God truth, and it wasn't right after 35 because I was still trying to play in the semi-pro league.
And the last tough one, we missed you in the semi-final. We don't need to know what happened, but how you felt missing it. As I say, circumstances don't have to be revealed or anything else, but I left a spot for you on that semi-final. How you felt missing the game? Because
I remember speaking to Carlos. I contacted him from where I was, where I leaving, right? So when that night there, because I remember I was over there, I went to training, and when I went to training, I came home and I was like, yo, my semi-final is playing right now. I'm like, but I was thinking about it as like, okay, my heart is there with my team, but my heart is also here with an opportunity for me to, but then I was just like, did I jump the gun too early? But then like I said, you're not, remember, if you're not directed, and I was just given the opportunity. So at any opportunity, I jumped to it because I didn't have the knowledge, or someone saying, you know what, just finish out the season. You know what I mean? The same opportunity might be there at the end of the season, and then you'll be able to go after.
And ladies and gentlemen, Courtney volunteered for this. Courtney showing interest, like another player for Caribbean Stars. You know, we finding now that players looking at the history here now that we're doing and relating back to contacts with either Metro Lions or Caribbean Stars. And that's nice that a lot of the young players check in the life where they, you know, something means something from the past, you know. And Courtney, I want to thank you for bringing all these new information to light.
Well, thank you very much for the interview. It was really, you know what I mean, really enjoying, and really brought back some memories, you know what I mean? It was real good. It brought back some memories. Like I said, it's all about giving back now, because I've always been that person that always tried to give back, you know what I mean? Now I'm able to coach, you know what I mean? I'm able to do something for my son. And I'm kind of, I think as I got older, my little brother kind of put me in check. My little brother plays professional basketball in Germany, and he kind of showed me the
what kind of shout out
how I should have done it.
What kind of shout out again, your little brother, without a name or anything like that, man?
Oh, Justin Dennis. Everyone knows him. Justin Dennis. His nickname is J Nice. He plays in Germany. He plays professional basketball in Germany, and he coaches. And that's, put it this way, that's who my son is exactly like. My younger brother.
Okay, I didn't even know you
had he's exactly. Yeah, I have a younger brother and an older sister. And my son is his dead stamp. He's everything like him. He just deals with the thing on the field. He doesn't say a word. He has nothing to say, and he just he's just terrible. He's just worse than me. Even my dad tells me, like, when you were his age, you weren't half as good as he was, and I can see it.